you rank on a ton of keywords, which is great. I think 360 of them, and a lot of them have local intent. You can see, here there's local. You can use Ahrefs or SEMrush, those are the main two, and then triangulate that with your GMB data and your Search Console. But you have a lot of these information queries, which are fine. I think some SEO people will argue about whether that actually helps build strength for the actual location and service pages. I think it does. So, McKinney, Dallas, Plano, all the other suburbs within Dallas. I lived in Dallas for 8 years. I'm in Dallas every month and a half or so. So I know the area. And you have these other pages, which are actually pretty good too. In fact, you've gotten a lot more traffic in the last few months. Part of it could be seasonality as well. I know it's also really cold in Dallas a couple months ago. Some crazy, I mean, they shut down Love Field for a day on DFW. I remember I was out there. But you can see here that your homepage is not the number one source of traffic, which is good. You have these two others ahead, and then you have a mix of location service pages and then these general how-tos. Most of these have high AI content. So I'd be a little bit careful. AI content, I mean, using AI is not necessarily bad. People freak out about that. It's not a huge deal. But there's stuff that looks like it's stock art or looks like it might not be real. And there's stuff on social which is questionable that also has low engagement, or maybe it's been photoshopped up or whatnot. And it's not like you're going for tons of likes and shares, but the zeros aren't good. And this is true on Facebook as well. I think the biggest issue is that you have many Google business profiles. Being a service area business, which I think you don't have a shop, so you're technically an SAB, service area business. I understand the intent on why you would set up many of them, but you generally want to have one, and Google's pretty clear that in a metro area, if you're a service area business, you should have one. And these compete, and you want to try to get more reviews to a main one, like maybe to the Dallas one, even though I know like Plano's way up here and you got Oak Cliff down here, and probably don't have as many pets down in Oak Cliff. But people are paying $115 to $200 for their doggy, and they want the premium primped experience. Your vans are super cool. Love the branding on this. Then, you want to have one main one. So I ran it through a couple of these AIs just to see. We've trained these models on the way we like to do things, and I'll send this to you as well, and we'll go over it. You can ask the questions you want. We'll meet. But I think the biggest thing, well, besides the GBP, some of the technical SEO stuff, from a strategy standpoint, the fact that you've got pets and these are so cute, and you've got locations and services and maybe even by the breed. If you had pages for each of the different breeds and had photos that you could use AI, to do all of this, to round up all the photos and videos. We have a seven-figure business that does pet socks, and we use just UGC, and we honor the customers that we have, and of course the pets, right? And everyone loves it, and it's just amazing the level of, you probably know better than we do, there's this breed loyalty. So I think that if you just showed more of those stories, if you got them in a Google Photos or whatever, on your phone, you could give your favorite AI access to all of that, and it can do all of it. And we can even show you how to do it. We can even do it for you if you want. I mean, this last couple of weeks we've been literally just doing it for a lot of the folks we work with, because irony is it takes more time to explain it than it does to actually do the thing, surprisingly, because you don't have to explain, you don't have to consult with the AI. You just tell it, do this, and this, and it just does it, right? I mean, I've got this thing going on right here. It's rebuilding websites right now. My buddy Jason Amatos, he's building the site, it's doing all the stuff in here. I got all these things that are occurring here. Like I'm building another site. This guy has a podcast with, I don't know, 100 episodes, and we're turning all those YouTube videos. See these YouTube videos. The AI keeps trying to watch these videos. I have to turn the sound off. It keeps interrupting me. I tell it, turn, you can watch the videos if you want. Just turn the sound off, okay? Grabbing the transcript, turning them into articles. It's got the AI doing all this stuff, right? Get the AI. You can see how the AI is doing all these things in here. I got the AI. I got them inventorying stuff, going through my photos, writing articles, all this kind of using APIs to do all that kind of stuff. So back to Primped Pooches. I think these are, I mean, you're doing a good job. I mean, what do you got, Lisa or one of these other folks working on your stuff? That's good. I'm not trying to, I don't want to, make anyone look bad or throw them under the bus. But there are, and there always are with any business, there's always things that we can improve. And I think that leveraging UGC and then taking that across Instagram and YouTube, which I think is going to be key, especially because you've got these wealthier moms that are clients, because not everyone's going to pay, 115 to $200 for service for their pet and on an ongoing basis every month or whatever it might be. So these things are not hard to do. If you can just, assemble the proof, like let's just say, we had, let's say that I was in your photos and then I look for poodles and Google's AI can grab all the poodles or golden doodles or whatever it might be, then, each of these will have a location, Washington, D.C., and who it's with and what's going on, golden retriever or what is a Scottish Terrier? I'm not sure, whatever. Let's see. Golden retriever. And so the AI, if you just put it all in here, that's not a golden retriever. Anyway, dogs. How about that? How about dogs? The more it learns from what you have, the more, oh, it's a blue healer. Yeah, my buddy Mark's got a blue healer. Is it smart enough to know? We can also use Amazon's, and I guess Google doesn't want to do it here. But anyway, the point is just get it all together. And rather than just look at this as analysis, I mean, any AI tools, I mean, they just produce analysis, right? I mean, can't really argue with what's here. What really matters is just fixing it and just doing it.